What's happening out there, everyone? This is Lawrence Ross. I heard about this story about 20 minutes ago, and even though this is from 2015, I still have some issues with this story. I just heard about this, all right? Back in November of 2015, there was a 7-year-old girl named Lily Grace. And when Lily was 4 days old, she had a stroke, and it left her virtually blind. So there's this organization that chipped in to get her a cane so that she's able to go around from point A to point B around the school, and it's a fiberglass cane. Now, there's a couple different kind of canes. There's the kind that fold up, where you fold it up into sections, and then there's the fiberglass telescoping kind of cane where you just push down and it folds up, it compacts into this little tiny, I don't know, 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch nightstick looking thing. So here's a clip of the mom talking about it, and I'm going to start and stop and comment on it. So here we go.
I picked Lily Grace up from school on Thursday afternoon, greeted her in the playground, and her teacher was there waiting for me. And she said to me, "I'm really sorry, Christy, but Lily Grace," she handed me Lily Grace's cane, I should add. And she said to me, "I'm really sorry, Christy, but Lily Grace is no longer allowed to bring this cane into school." She was really...
Now, let's stop right there. She says she's not allowed to bring the cane to school. Now, she explains why, but there could be another thing that they're not telling us.
Apologetic about it, I will add. I was like, oh, quite shocked. Okay, why? And she said Gary, her mobility officer, had come in and said it was a risk of health and safety.
Wait, hold on a second. Now, it says Gary, her mobility officer. Now, the mobility instructor is required to teach a blind student how to properly use a cane safely in both the home and out in public. So why would that person think that is a health or safety risk? It's not exactly a health risk. All right, unless there's a possibility that she's had instances where she's whacked people in the legs over and over again, or she's hit people on the head with it. That could be a safety risk. That could be a health risk. Anyway, let's continue.
So I asked to whom, and she then said the other children. So I came home.
Oh, okay. So basically, the kids are afraid of it. See, this could be a case of the kids just having either fear or ignorance, not knowing what to do, how to handle the situation.
Rang the school and spoke to our head, and just to ascertain where this had come from. She confirmed that Gary had considered it a health and safety risk, and she could no longer bring it into school. To which point, obviously, I was completely incensed and...
As she should be, because that is her that's like her lifeline, that's like her lifeblood. If you take a blind person's cane away from them and they don't have a dog with them, they're kind of in trouble a little bit.
Flabbergasted, appalled, and all of the above to why a vital mobility tool would be, one, considered a risk, and two, taken away from a child that clearly needs it. Or as is stated in the risk assessment that I since then asked for a copy for, she has to be guided around the school with 100% adult support at all times. She must use the handrail.
Now, hold on a second now. She's got to use the handrail when she goes down the steps. If you don't have a cane and you're going down the steps and you don't know what step is going to come up next, there's a good chance you could fall down. It's happened before. I can tell you, I fell down the steps a couple of times as a youth. It's not fun, let me tell you. Having that cane is very vital because the way it works is when I go down the steps or up the steps, I have the cane, I hold it vertically, and if someone says, okay, there's a staircase coming up, I take the cane in one hand and I take the other hand and I use the other hand to go up the staircase using the handrail, and I use the cane as like a thing to let me know, okay, next step, boom, you tap each step so you know which one is up, so you know when the landing comes up.
Handrails where they're available, and she must walk carefully and considerately across wet paving stones, drains, and in and around school.
Okay, now the wet paving stones, okay, I get. Drains, I get. But trying to tell a kid to do that's a bit of a tall order.
So I don't know how many children you know of 7 that walk carefully and considerately.
Yeah, that's a good point. They're all rambunctious, aren't they? Of course they are.
Anywhere, let alone with a handrail or wanting to hold an adult's hand at all times. We're trying to promote her independence.
Yes, exactly. Yes, independence. She's got the right idea. Independence.
Her holding a hand then takes one of her hands away. Her hands are her eyes.
Yes, hands are the eyes. My ears gonna be my eyes, as Ray Charles once said.
And, you know, again, from myself, my other point of view, it takes one of her hands away, takes one of my hands away. We need them. We need them
Yeah, exactly.
for other things. So it's not real for her. She doesn't want adult supervision. She wants independence.
Exactly. There you go. She wants independence. Now, keep in mind, this was 4 years ago, so I'm not sure whatever became of this, but still, it is a problem regardless as to when this happened, where this happened. This happened in the UK. And there was a story a couple of years, no, like a year before this happened here in the States. A kid, he was on the school bus. Now, in this situation, remember, I think he was fighting with a kid on the bus. There was a blind kid fighting with another kid on the bus, and the school took his cane away. So what do? The school, they give him one of those pool noodles. You know those pool noodles people have? The big fluorescent, like foam rubber looking things you can sit on and you can and you can float on, all that stuff. They give him one of those to act as a makeshift cane. I can tell you, that would not hold up as a cane in any capacity. That's not a good substitute for it. And I'll leave you with this real quick. I'll tell you a quick story. I'll never forget. I was in 7th grade one day, and I'm at the bus stop, and I had my cane completely, it was compacted down to as small as I could get. And I dropped the darn thing, and it rolled down. You know how sewer drains, our sewers have that, they're that incline that goes into the sewer? Well, that's where the cane ended up. So the cane ended up, one of the moms had the foresight to call the school and go, hey, Lawrence is on the bus. He's really upset. He dropped his cane. Can you guys get a alternative for him? Yeah, not a problem. We got a perfect solution for it right here. I get to school, they give me like a broom handle. Big old broom handle, like a hockey stick looking thing. I'm like, I can't really use this, but I'll try. So then they decided, okay, let's put a cane in the nurse's office from this point on so this doesn't happen ever again. And thankfully, it never did happen. Thankfully, nothing like that ever did happen ever again. But I'm just saying, when it comes to blind children and canes, they need them just as much as the adults need them. That is pretty much all I have on that. I'm Lawrence Ross, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.